Yo, what up, homies? Today we're gonna be going over the current market conditions, checking out some Alchemy Pay. What is ACH up to? And what about Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin in the Gaussian channel? Are we breaking out of that? So we'll get an update on that as well. So if you guys like that kind of content, smack that subscribe button and smack that like button. So let's just dive right into it. So checking out the current market conditions first, we see that Bitcoin's currently at $45,700. Also, the current market cap is just under the $2 trillion. I want to point out though that gas fees are a little high right now, pushing the 100 way for a standard transaction. So it's not cool if you're using the Ethereum network. That can be a little frustrating. So as we see Ethereum at 3,100, Cardano just above $2, $2.08. Let's go. Smart contracts when? September 12th is the tentative date. So let's see how that works out. So of course, that's just a little market update. Bitcoin's kind of chopping sideways. We'll check out the Gaussian channel towards the end of this video. But up next, of course, Alchemy Pay. What's going on there? We see currently Alchemy Pay at around 6.6 cents. Market cap of $207 million. We first mentioned this thing when it had, I believe it was around a $30 million market cap, back when it first got listed on Coinbase. That was absolutely insane. It had a massive run, which we can see right here. If we just go to the Coinbase chart, look at the Coinbase chart. When you see this chart, just of Coinbase, you're like, wow, look, that had a nice run. It's just pulling back, ready to bounce from the consolidation, just because, of course, a lot of volatility. We topped out here, we're falling down here, like that's great. But when you go look at the whole history here, seeing before it actually listed on Coinbase, it was down a lot. And if you're new to the channel, you may not know, but it actually ran 14,000% in about a month's time. Yes, I said it correctly. 14,000%. That is absolutely insane right there. That's a massive run. I don't know about you. I don't like buying things when they run 14,000% because, I mean, do you think it's really going to keep going? Could it go 20,000%? Yes, it could. But your risk to reward is not great right there. That's a terrible ratio. It's gone 14,000. I'll stay away and find something else. But going to see their website is actually finally working. I'm not sure if you guys were aware. We did go over the website briefly before. Their website was down the other day, and they did make a tweet about that. Just on the 15th says now their website's fixed. Because I was trying to do some more research, and I saw their website was down. It was a little disappointing. I was kind of concerned, like, hey, like website's down. What's going on there? But it's cool to see that they said, hey guys, it's working now. Sorry for the inconvenience. So that's really nice to see. We also have some more exciting news though for ACH right here. Poloniex. They said no more about the new listed project Alchemy Pay. You can go here check out their Medium article. But most importantly, it's listed on Poloniex Exchange. So if you guys are an ACH fan, you definitely are gonna like that because that's just more liquidity. That's just another place somebody can buy or sell ACH. I mean, so that's just another place for people to buy and sell. That's great. I mean, of course, more liquidity is always better for the altcoins, especially since it only has, it's not top alt right now. Maybe one day it will be. So moving on though, guys, we do want to check out with the good old Fear and Greed, currently at 73. Last month, we were Extreme Fear, 24. Now we're 73. We're 72 yesterday and 70 last week. We were actually in Extreme Greed the one day, but then we fell back down. Guys, keep in mind though, we did have a nice trend reversal here on the Fear and Greed Index. As you can see, we're down here, Extreme Fear. We popped up, made the high, made a higher low, popped up, made a high. Now we're working on the higher low. We did break through the major resistance around the 40 region, the 40 to 45 region, because historically that was like an issue. So we shall see. But I do want to point out though, back here in 2018, this is the earliest the Fear and Greed goes back to February 2018. So unfortunately, we don't know what it was when Bitcoin was at its last all-time high, which was back in 2017. We don't know what the Fear and Greed was, but all we know though is we kept, like when we had the dead cat bounce, we went up to a 74, which is the same thing right now. So if we don't continue making higher low, making higher high, things could get very bloody for the market. That's why I want to point out with the Gaussian channel right here. Look at this Gaussian channel. We mentioned this in a video the other day. If you have not watched this video, go check it out because I'm not going to go over all the details here. But the must-watch indicator for altcoins, definitely check that out. But look at this. We talked about how we're probably going to get sucked back in to the channel because historically that's what happens. Now, could this be different? It definitely could be different. But based off of history, based off of probability, it's most likely not going to be different. Even though it still has a chance. We see we're right back in it. We have 7 hours and 8 minutes to close this candle. And we're currently, as you can see, let me zoom in here. we're currently in the channel. We're in there. We need to close above, looks like right around 46.3, 46.4. I would say 46.4 to be clear above it. We definitely want to get above that. So yeah, 46.376 is what the channel is saying right up here. So we'll see if that can happen. Do you guys think we'll make it above the Gaussian channel? You think we'll break through that? You think then will lead to an exciting altcoin season, like, you know, round 2, which would be nothing like we saw back here in the first 3 months of the year? It'd be just absolutely crazy. I mean, it'll be probably more parabolic if we have that. So, something like December 2017, if you're around that time, when things just went in the matter of 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, they just went from zero to hero real quick. So if we do have something like that, it's going to be exciting. But just to point out, guys, I currently see a lot of coins like Cardano. They're making lower highs on the long time frame. So we're making a lower high. Let me get rid of this. You know, we had all-time high 250. We made a lower high here. We also had like BNB. Look at that. It's trying to get up. Lower high there. We had some liquidity. Binance US. That's kind of weird. But so just check that out. I mean, same thing with Bitcoin. You can argue the same thing. We had the high here, lower high on the macro perspective. Now, one can also argue we also have, you know, we made the high here, higher low, higher high. Are we working on the higher low right now? Are we getting ready to bounce right back up? That's definitely a possibility. That would be great to see. Only time will tell, because I do know people are talking about the good old golden cross. They're all so excited about the golden cross, but like they're like, the death cross doesn't mean anything, man. It doesn't mean anything. But then like now they're excited about the golden cross. So we'll see how that plays out. Bitcoin's still fighting at 200 MA. I mean, currently we're above it. We're closing above, we're closing below, we're closing above, we're closing below. It's very indecisive. This right here is a crucial level, and I mean, I'm glad we didn't just blast through it. I'd like to see that we're testing it. That's good. But because if we would just would have blasted through it, then I would definitely expect a dump for sure. So at least now we're kind of building a little foundation there. But how long is that going to last? Are we going to see this like continue to go? Like, what's going on there, guys? Just some perspective on the market, in my opinion. Checking out what's going on with Alchemy Pay, guys. 6.8 cents. If you're into Alchemy Pay, that could be a good buy. But just keep this chart in mind right here, okay? How it did make a massive run. We'll see how things play out. Of course, it's like its own Coinbase. Anybody can buy its own Coinbase.com. But there's also a lot of coins on Coinbase now. It's not like back in the day when it was only a handful of coins, and coins would go absolutely insane because of that. So just keep that in mind, and just try to stay level-headed. Look at what's going on in the market. Don't just get emotionally invested, and then you're going to end up probably getting wrecked. Because even if it does pump, you're not going to sell. So I'm going to leave it on that note, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Smack that subscribe button. Smack that like button. And until the next time, may the gains be with you.